Actually, I want to share with you some finance information. Is going to be affecting your pockets, so you might as well know about it. And the source of this information today is from a report that was released by PricewaterhouseCoopers. If you've not signed up, go to the website, sign up for their reports. They'll send it to you for free, and you get some insights. Collated data, and you see that data interpreted into some very useful information. And the information I want to share to you today is affecting your pocket in a very, very bad way. Now, imagine that you got paid. Let's say you get paid, and 30% of your salary goes into your neighbor's bank account. And with that 70%, you got your bills to pay: lights, water, bond, car, fuel, food, school fees. I mean, you know your bills, but you only have 70% of your income to pay that. All right, how would you feel? I mean, and since you're such a loving personality, loving family, your neighbor's kids come over. They are sharing in your kids' snacks. Maybe they love your house so much they're eating dinner a couple of times a week, maybe even lunch on the weekend. All right, so that's how your neighbor's kids are coming and consuming from your 70%, because remember 30% is going into your neighbor's bank account. Now that doesn't seem very fair, but this is happening right now to South Africans. And it's happening to us as a nation, as a collective, as a bunch of South Africans, where our neighbors are literally receiving huge chunks of our salary. Now, South Africa is part of this trade agreement. It's called let me just read it properly so I don't mess it up. The Southern African Customs Union Agreement. Agreement is with our neighbors, not all of our neighbors. It's with Botswana, Eswatini, Namibia, and Lesotho. All right, and the basic crux of this agreement is to say that, okay, when we trade among each other, there's some reduced duties, in some cases no duties. And when we buy stuff from overseas, Europe, China, etc., they negotiate as a collective, and those duties are somehow shared. I don't know why they are shared, because we are such a huge country. If you look at, I mean, not just in size, but in population and consumption levels as well. I mean, Eswatini, Lesotho, Namibia, small, tiny populations. I mean, in most cases, it'll barely cover the population of I don't know, Eastern Cape, KZN, or anything like that. So tiny compared to us, and they are getting a share in our tax money. Right, so part of this agreement is all of those duties are sort of pooled together, and it's shared among these countries, and South Africa is not getting her fair share. In fact, in the 2025-2026 financial year, those taxes that are due to South Africa, that we actually lost due to this agreement, is 73.5 billion rand. Ironically, that's the exact amount that government wanted to fill when they came up with their 2% VAT craziness last month. All right. So we have massive revenue streams. We have massive revenue streams as a nation. We just have a very incompetent government. Now, government has tried to renegotiate this deal, but they haven't gotten very far. And this is a huge deal for our neighbors. For example, Botswana gets 30% of this of the 30% of this the trade agreement makes up 30% of their budget, right? So massive for Botswana. 40% of this trade agreement goes towards the Eswatini national budget. All right. And we are getting the crumbs, being the biggest consumer, and having the most trade compared to those countries. We are getting a very, very raw deal. Government has tried to sort this out since 2011, but all it is a lack of political will from their part, because we've just gotten an ambassador back that chose to insult the most powerful man in the world at his doorstep. We have the political will and the money to fund battles in Africa and at The Hague, while South Africans, the everyday South African, cannot meet their basic needs such as lights, water, and food. We are a rich country, we are a resourceful country, and we're stuck with a crappy government. And as South Africans, we need to vote better. We need to get the message out to those that vote for socialism and those that vote for communism, that this is not going to work. Communism is going to sink us in this country. We need more free market policies. We need our fair share as a nation. And The South African taxpayer cannot be bailing out not just the ANC and the government and other neighboring governments as well. Taxpayer money is for South Africans. All right, so I hope you share this message with friends, family. Read up more about this trade agreement, the Southern African Customs Union agreement, and be sure to check out that document from BWC. I will be posting a video on this later in the week, more about this agreement, so look out for that video. Remember, if you want to chat to me one-on-one about how all this crazy political stuff impacts your money, negatively impacts your money, negatively impacts your retirement, and how you need to plan for it, I'd love to chat with you one-on-one. Click the link where you're watching this video, or I might have not put in the link up already, but you can go to my website. It's solomonwealth.co.za, or you can also visit financiallyfabulousfemales.com. Click on the Get Started button, and you can book a complimentary appointment with me. Have a good night.